Alaikum Sayyidi.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I have been following your teachings for some time, and while I'm improving in theory and understanding the concepts, I struggle with applying them practically in my life. Please advise on how I can address this issue.
I just explained it. So what we just mentioned is exactly that. You gotta study it, you gotta meditate, you gotta have the good character. It's not just the shaykh said, sit down, connect, now you enter into the heavens. If anyone tells you something like that, you have to know it's fake. If I tell you, you could get right now on a plane to New York, put whatever you want in your luggage and just go to the gate, get on the plane. What kind of a lie is that? You're not going to pass the screening or security because they're going to check everything on your bags before you get on that plane. You think for airport they're going to check you like that, you don't think Allah's going to check His servant trying to come into the heavens? No. So there's nobody connecting with ease and just you close your eyes, click your heels and you're going to see everything. No, it's a whole process, and that's why people are commenting on the individual aspects of the process because they don't understand the whole curriculum. So they have to be charitable, they have to live a life of service, they have to be people whom are studying and reading and asking for the knowledge, and they have to be connecting. So these are the adabs of the tariqah, this is the adab of the way, and if the people don't have the adab they give their own hand away. Some people say, oh Shaykh, when you have gatherings the people are all talking, especially the ladies. When the ladies are talking while the shaykh is teaching shows they have no manners, and as a result of no manners they didn't achieve anything. So they could sit 20 years but they got nowhere. So everything in the tariqah is based on manners. Imagine if you were in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, same thing, and one group of people are just chatting. No, there's nothing. And then they come back later 10 years, 20 years, 15 years and you see they don't know anything, they didn't achieve anything, they have no understanding. So it's not just you sit in the presence and you achieve something, but this is a process in which we have to work at it. We have to connect, we have to have manners, we have to understand and take the notes and trying to achieve the knowledges and the realities for the time that we have, because we don't know how much time we have. But other people may be coming for a different purpose, maybe they want a social event, maybe they just want to hang out and gossip. So everyone has a different reality they're trying to achieve. Very few are trying to achieve realities of the heavens. That requires work, that requires dedication, that requires the good character. Even if you're at home, if you're home people are busy and noisy and everybody like running around, just put your headphones on and take your notes, put your headphones, take your notes. Connect your heart as if you're in the presence of the shaykh and that you're right there, and Allah addresses you. Even in the house you see everybody jumping, they don't care, they're not interested, but that's not for them. But if you're interested then you make it very real for yourself and follow all their guidance. Be charitable, live a life of service. When they ask for khidmat and service, share articles, share images. This is the shaykh's da'wah and engine. If you don't help it, who's going to do it? He's not going to employ anybody, he's not going to employ 20 people to make articles, then that would have to be an entire industry. So these are the things and the services that Allah's looking, that how come the students who love you they don't do it? Say, I don't know why they don't. That's why then the shaykhs have to motivate people, if you love us and you love this way, you love Sayyidina Muhammad, okay then do the khidmat. What could be more beautiful than to serve in something that you believe in, that you love? That's a sign of faith, that's a sign of somebody who's ready. You think when that person sits and tries to connect, there's a response, there's a connection waiting for that person. But the person doesn't do anything, why would there be a connection? And then as things become scarier then more people start to line up for that connection. What was that connection again? What are we supposed to do? So that's going to be harder. It's easier to connect when life is a little bit simpler, especially on these areas. The Western area, Western hemisphere, and is going to be easier to connect because things are not so chaotic. Other parts of the earth when they're very chaotic, it's not going to be the time to try to learn how to do muraqabah, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.